So we got to see some more Jordan Love. Good amount of Jordan Love. Actually, he even played in the third quarter from starting the game, so that was nice. And he looked like Jordan Love, quite frankly. There was definitely a lot of good. There was some negative. I thought that this was very much a Jordan Love performance. This is right out of the guy that we saw from college, quite frankly. One play you'd be saying, oh my goodness, this guy's a superstar in the making. The next play you're saying, oh, what is this guy doing? He makes too many mistakes. So it was, we were sort of hoping he'd maybe clean some of those stuff up. But the reality is, I do think that he'll have to just get more reps, which is going to be tough to do with Rodgers in front of him. So let's get into the film study. We'll start off with the good, and then we'll get into the bad. So we'll start off with this play. So what's going to happen here is it's zone coverage, and so there can be this gap sort of in the middle of the field area for Green Bay to try and throw to. They have a receiver running in that area. Also with the play action, it'll move linebackers further in, sort of stretching that area out. And what I really like about this play is going to be, I feel like it shows off sort of Love's physicality a little bit. Like watch, right when this play starts, maybe physicality is the wrong word, maybe arm talent probably the better word. But you see I'm pausing it right here. He's not in the throwing motion whatsoever. But what I like about Love is he does have a quick throwing motion and can get the ball there very quickly. Now, as you see, this one's a bit of a rainbow. I would have said you don't have to leave it up there that much, but again, it was wide open, so you might as well, I guess. So a very good throw by Love. It was wide open for sure, but I love that quick release. That might be my favorite thing about that play, quite frankly. And also, an accurate ball down the field. That's certainly, you gotta love that, right? This play was really good as well. These are the flashes we saw from Love in college, where it's gonna be a rollout to the bottom of the screen. You have several receivers running over in that area. And the way this works for Love is he does make his reads basically from, shallowest to deepest. That's how he's going to make these reads. The situation here is important to note. It's a 4th down and 1 right here. So you're trying to get this 1 yard. You don't worry about getting 2. You got to get 1. You don't worry about getting 10. You got to get 1. It's a lot better having first down and 10 than, risking it and not getting that. And look, so Love fakes the handoff. He's going to roll out a little bit, and he could definitely throw this one, sort of the shallowest read, and there's a chance it could work. I mean, it's not a guaranteed chance. There is a chance that it could work. However, you see further down the field, there was just a blown coverage by Buffalo. So this is, a good situation for Love, but the issue is he has to notice this. And some guys, I think, would just go with their first read and make that play, but Love is not going to do that. Also worth mentioning, running is an option on this play, but given the way Buffalo is covering this, there really isn't a running lane for Love, so throwing is definitely the move. And it's not impressive that Love is going to be able to make the throw. I mean, look, as you see, I guess it's a little impressive, off balance, making an accurate throw. But what's more impressive is just he noticed the open guy, which is oftentimes a lot easier said than done. People love to go back after a game and say, oh, this quarterback missed this open throw and that open throw. You can always do that, but the good quarterbacks notice that kind of stuff, and Love noticed it on this play. This one was probably his best throw. I mean, it's one of the best throws of the preseason. It's just an incredible throw in general. It's zone coverage, cover 2, so you have that little gap right there, sort of the honey hole area, so past the corner, but in front of the safety where you can make this throw. And watch what happens. I mean, look, you see that Jordan Love, he's actually not even looking in that direction. You look at him, he was looking towards his left. Then he's eventually going to make this throw, and that actually could, in some ways, describe Love as a passer. He kind of reminds me a bit of a Ryan Fitzpatrick, but with more arm talent and a better athlete. That's probably a pretty good comparison, at least today. That's how I would, consider him. And my reasoning for that is just the way that, he will throw with anticipation, and he will take these chances even if he's not sure it's going to work out. Because watch how quickly he looks over and makes this throw. I mean, look, immediately looks over, takes the shot, and that's just a thing of beauty. I mean, that's just an amazing throw right there. So if you can do that consistently, it's good. Obviously, it leads to some negatives as well, but that play right there, just a ridiculously good throw. All right, let's get into some negatives. The biggest one probably was this one, where it's going to be a zone coverage play, and you have multiple deep routes, and I think what Love is thinking here is, okay, with 2 deep routes like this, there's only 1 safety deep. Looking deep on this play does make sense, and in fact, part of me is a little bit interested in, it's very possible that the play from the start was always going to be throw this ball deep, and there wasn't an extra read. You're not treating this like an actual NFL play. And so that's kind of what makes preseason evaluations tough, is sometimes teams will say, hey, throw the ball deep no matter how open it is. And if that was the case, then this isn't a bad play by Love. But I have no reason to believe that's the case, and I can only go off of what I've seen on tape. And look, right when this play starts, Love is going to trip over his own guy a little bit, not Love's fault, but look at how Love is going to make this throw now. This is just, you can't do this in the NFL, quite frankly, because safeties are so good in the NFL, they can cover a lot of ground. In college, you can kind of take this chance. If you see a 50-50 ball, sure, go up, one-on-one matchup, maybe your guy comes down with it. That's an opportunity you can do. But on a 1st down and 10, quite frankly, you got to abort mission right here. You got to throw this ball, into the turf. You do have an eligible receiver in front of you, so he could have just, thrown it right into the ground, and he would have been fine. However, instead, look at how he takes this chance anyways. It gets intercepted pretty easily, and even, you look over there, you can see why he thought that he might have an opportunity with if you get rid of the safety there was a chance that play could have worked out. I'm not saying it would have, but you can at least more logically see that. He just didn't expect the safety to be able to run over there and get there in time, but in the NFL, guys can do that, so that's why, as a rookie playing in the preseason, getting those reps is important because, you learn stuff, you do. And there's also stuff like this, where this is a smaller play, not the end of the world, but a mistake, I would say. I would certainly bring this up if any other quarterback did it, so I'm going to bring it up when Love does it. It's going to be a play action, and it's, again, going to be a blown coverage. I thought Buffalo's defense did not have its best day in this preseason game. I really didn't think that they were fantastic, but watch how Love fakes the handoff. You are going to see a wide open player right here, and this is a good situation. Now, again, there's a free rusher for Buffalo trying to get to Love, so that makes it more difficult. But this is still a throw I do expect Love to make, and quite frankly, he would occasionally miss the occasional throw in college. It's not like his accuracy was perfect in college either, and he is going to miss this throw. While he does get it over to Buffalo player, he also gets it over 87 right there, who admittedly could have done maybe a better job at trying to make that grab. It did hit his hand right there, so it's a missed throw. Also maybe still could have been caught, but again, the idea there isn't just to make it caught, but to allow him to run after the catch, which he wouldn't have been able to do had he laid out to make the grab. So either way, clearly a missed throw. Not the end of the world, but it was a missed throw. This play was not great either. Similar to the first negative I showed you, this one not an interception, but this was just weird, quite frankly. So it's a 3rd down and goal. You want to get the touchdown here. I get it. But still, you can't turn the ball over if nothing's open. I believe the route he wants to throw to is this route over the middle. I'm not 100% sure of that, and quite frankly, it's never a good thing when someone who has watched the play 12 times and isn't exactly sure who you were throwing to, because watch what happens. So Love takes this snap, and he's, under pressure, going to throw off balance once again. So again, maybe he needs to learn to not always throw when you're off balance. It's possible he threw it too high and was trying to throw it to the guy underneath. I think what he was trying to do was throw it to a player who's currently in the back of the end zone right now, hoping that he can, get his head turned around and make the catch because the linebacker has his head turned around. But again, this is just not a smart decision. You have a Buffalo player who's going to go up and try and grab it, and he had a really good shot on it. But as you see, it just wasn't intercepted. Another Buffalo player is now going to be talking. I don't know what he's saying there. I'm not sure if he thought he could intercept it because he couldn't. Maybe he's just saying you got to catch that. I don't know. That's weird, but still, a clear negative there from Love. Just a mistake right there. So yeah, that's what I thought about Love's performance. Let me know, what did you guys think about his performance in the comments below? Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.